Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Monique, and today I'm just doing a quick video. I know that I said I was gonna do, like, the next time you would see me is gonna be a seafood boil, but I just couldn't help it, so I just figured I'd do a really quick video, just to kind of touch base on what I've been doing and everything. So today I just have some salad. I went to the Asian market and I got these cucumbers that look like pickles. And then I have actually a real pickle, a jalapeno, some kimchi, some diet soda, and this is the dressing I'm going to use. Yeah, no, I've been really busy with school and everything, and biology's been insane. Like, the different elements to it as far as, like, body parts, and then the tissues, it goes from all the way from your cells to your tissues. So and then from your tissues to your bones, the tissues that make up the bones, all the different systems in your body, like your endocrine, your cardiovascular, muscular, your skeletal, and there's just so many different systems of your body that you got to remember. And then on top of that, the tissues, something called histology, which has so many different words, like keratinized, stratified, squamous, which, like, I'm like, what the heck? Oh my god. And then it's just insane. So I'm like, oh my god. Plus it's hybrid, so I don't know how well I'm gonna do. Tomorrow we're having a Mary Kay meeting, a facial and stuff, and we have these little products that were sent out to my friends and stuff that we're gonna do, like, a little facial party on Zoom. So that's what I'm doing. That's my life right now. I just got done out of class, and I just figured I'd do this really quick thing. I don't really have anything to talk about, and I just want to apologize because I actually went back and looked at all my videos, and I just want to apologize that, I just feel so bad because I've been really, I don't know, I just really flat in those videos and very, I don't know if I was upset or maybe it was just the day, or honestly, I don't know. I don't want you guys to think, like, I don't even know. I've just been going through a lot, so that's what those were about. But I went back and looked at those, and I mean, I'm just a little flat. I guess I'm not really, like, I don't know. Sometimes I could be a bit of both. I could be bubbly. I could be, whatever. Hopefully my head's not cut off, but I guess I'm just going to ask some questions. And also, in all of my videos, I talk really fast, but that's because my camera doesn't record that long until I can get my setup done, which we are going to do that. I'm going to have a little area in my house that's going to just be my whole little system. Yeah, so I just talk really fast, I eat really fast but once I can get it set up, I'll have better meals. Like, my meals are not, like, that great. It's just because, like, there's no point. I'm not on here that long, so, and I don't really, have time. So, I always need salt. So, anyways, so we're just going to do a couple get to know me questions, maybe, just to kind of see what kind of person I am. What was your most or least favorite subject in school? I'd have to say geography was my worst, because I don't know for what reason. Maybe I just wasn't really at the time interested in it. Now I am. Then I was not. Maybe my teacher had something to do with it. I hated that class, and I guess a lot of memorization that I just wasn't good at, kind of like now. So I don't know. I'm not really good at that. So I would say geography. And math I was actually really good at. I got good grades, and there's just, you got a formula, you do it, easy peasy. I loved math, and I loved my teacher, and I did good. So yeah. And I hated gym. Most people loved gym. I don't know why. I just hated the dressing out aspect of it. Why can't you just, like, that's part of your grade. Why can't you just I mean, I get it, most kids wear jeans, so that didn't really help. I mean, yeah. In retrospect, what is something that your parents were wise in doing in raising you? Well, in retrospect, I got diet. I was trying not to drink diet, but here we are. Okay. So in retrospect, I would say that, you know, for a long time I was upset that my dad wasn't there for me. But knowing the way he is and who he is and all that, you know, I've come to appreciate and just respect him for who he is. Like, you know, God did that for a reason. And I can't be like, oh, I wish he was this way, oh, I wish he was that way, because he's not. And, you know, I just got to look at it for what it is. And what it is that he wasn't in my life, and honestly, I think that protected me from further, you know, dysfunction. So I am glad he wasn't there. And that might sound harsh to some people, but I really am. I am glad he wasn't there. And with my mom, I thought at times I'd get so mad because I was like, she's so strict with me. She lets my older sister do whatever she wants. She would let her get away with everything. And I would say now in retrospect, I'm glad she didn't let me. And I'm glad that she let me when she didn't let me do what I wanted. And when I did do what I wanted, the consequences were then on me because I was the one choosing to disobey her. So then whatever I was doing wrong or whatever consequences, you know, came from that, I could only blame myself. I couldn't say, oh, well, you let me. No. I could only get mad at myself for it. So, you know, in retrospect, now looking back at that, it's like when you're in it, you're like, you don't get it. But now when you have to make sense of it or when you have to accept it, like, you can't just always like want to change everything. You just have to look at what can I do now and why. You have to look at the good side of it. You can't just be like, oh, well, I didn't get to do what I wanted. Well, what was the good part of not doing what you wanted? I mean, what's the good part of, like, because, you know, I know, I just know people, and everybody does this, like, we all complain about our situations, but what's good about that? Look at what's good about it. You, like, okay, this person might have done me wrong, but what good came out of that? There's always something good. And that's what you have to use is to feel your path or your life is what good came out of it. Because no matter what, a death or a crime or whatever could always good comes out of it. I mean, you can't always blame the people that are going through it or doing the wrong because they will be judged, and that's not on you to deal with. Like, you need to worry about you. So if you're involved somehow and somebody somehow does something wrong to you and you're involved and you get hurt, okay. So what now? You can't change it. So what are you going to do about it now? Or, you know, what lesson did it teach you? You know? That's how I look at it now. Then, I used to feel sorry for myself, you know, and hanging out with certain people, they still talk to me as if I was who I was many, many years ago. And I realized the way we used to interact and communicate. I realized that because they were also just trying to, like, make me, I don't know, like, side with me or, like, be like, yeah, you know, I don't know how to explain it. Like, they were just trying to you know, join my pity party or something. I don't know. Instead of just saying, you know what, it's okay, they were just like, yeah. I don't know, for me, I would empower somebody and be like, whatever they're going through, I would help them look at the brighter side. I wouldn't just, you know, be like, yeah, that is messed up of them, or F them, we should get them back, or not get them back. I mean, some people do that, but that's not what this person did. Like, sometimes I get off track. I even lost on my other videos, like, sometimes I didn't explain everything. So what I'm trying to say is, like, instead of, like, saying, you know, it's okay, you know, it's gonna be alright, just don't worry about them. They just wanna, you know, keep me focused on that other person and what they did or whatever. And, like, why? There's nothing I can do about it. There's no need for me to stay mad at them because that's not going to change them. I just need to accept them for who they are. And there's no reason to be mad about it, you know? If they mess you over, they mess you over. And you just figure out, okay, well, you know, they messed me over. You don't got to be, like, dwell on it and hate them forever for whatever they did. You just need to be like, alright, well, whatever. Now what? So I used to really feel sorry about myself. I used to hold, I don't know about hold grudges, but I would, like, you know, people would do me wrong or whatever, and I would, like, kind of, I don't know. You never forget, and you're not supposed to forget, but I guess, like, sometimes I would bring it up, like, oh, they did this or whatever, which should never come up. It should just never come up. You know, you just need to forgive and forget, and if you're not willing to forgive somebody, you need to just stay away from them then. You know, either you're gonna forgive me and move on, or just stay away from me then. Like, I don't need to be around you, you know? Anyways, this is going too long. Next question. Describe the location and 3 features of your dream home. Okay. I love Victorian houses. I love modern houses, and the structures are better, but there is something about the old, like, castle type feel, the vaulted ceilings, the creaky wooden floors that I love, and I don't know why. And just all the like, a house would have, like, 7 rooms versus, like, now they're, like, you know, they'll have, like, 2 or 3. And the little attic upstairs, you know, that little small square or triangle room with that little window. There's something so comforting about that. With the fireplace. And big, what are those doors? They're like French doors that have 2 doors. Those. I would want a balcony off my bedroom on the top floor. I want my bedroom to have a balcony. And a master bathroom, obviously. A huge kitchen and a huge dining table. No punch. I would like it to be Canada. I don't know why. That's crazy. I think Canada's so beautiful. And they're similar to America. Or somewhere cool, like Germany, or somewhere where they pay for your school and your medical, like, where they care about you. And like, you know, I don't know. America's great. Obviously there's a lot of things wrong with our government. So, I think Germany or Canada, as weird as that sounds. Or Australia. Mm-hmm. If you could take a course in any subject right now in college, what course would it be? Well, I am in college, and I'm going for nursing. I'm in pre-nursing. I'm in anatomy right now, 201 and 202. But I really want to do Spanish, and that is something I've been wanting to do, that and nutrition, but I just had to keep dropping them. They're electives, but I've been having to drop them because it's been a lot too much on me, especially the hybrid stuff and all the COVID, so I dropped them. But I would say Spanish or like business or entrepreneur stuff. Added like undergraduate stuff. Who was your best friend in junior high school? And what did you do together? Huh? 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 Honestly, I don't think I really had a best friend. I would say some of the people that I hung out the most with that I remember in junior high school was, and these were all different periods of time. Like, I hung out with everybody for some periods of time. But I would say one of my favorite people was a girl named Katrina. I'm not going to say her last name due to privacy or whatever. But her name was Katrina, and she came for a very short while. But for me, I just really liked her. She was so kind. She was my kind of person, you know? Like, I don't know. She was just normal. And another person I hung out with a lot was Chelsea. I don't know how intimate we were, like as far as secrets and all that. So we hung out a lot, but she knew. I mean, she seen I did stuff in front of her like that, you know, I'm not proud of. So she did know a lot about me, and she's still really cool. But as far as like on a deeper level, I honestly I don't remember. I've always been myself for the most part with my friends, and I've never really hit anything, but I don't know how she felt about me, so I think I was a little, I don't know, apprehensive, because back in the days we used to like, you know how kids would like not answer their phone or like avoid certain people. I just felt like I kind of, at the beginning, like I would want to walk home from school with her, and I don't know if that bugged her. I don't know. I was always trying to kick it, and I don't know if that was like, I don't even know. I was always trying to like hang out, I guess. I don't know. Another person was Cheryl. She knows who she is. Amy. Amy, I probably had more intimate conversations with, and more heartfelt stuff happened with her. Excuse me. Cheryl, I met my son's dad with her. And that's a weird story because she started out with him, and I don't even know how. I wasn't trying to be with boys at all, and I don't even know how we ended up together because I was not trying to mess with them. Plus, I knew they were trouble when I met them. Him and his cousin. His cousin passed when I was with him. They got shot. And it was not a good thing, but it's not really my story to tell. I can talk about what I went through with all that, but that's a long story I'm gonna save for later. Anyways, so that was her, and then another girl named Katie, who I had fun with. She was fun. But years later, we got back together, and it just didn't work out for us as friends because she just, like... And I wasn't in a good place either, so that happened. Honestly, I'm sure I have more friends, but for me, the close ones I was close to, that's what I remember. And another girl named Megan that I did live with for a while. I don't think I ever lived with any of my friends. She's probably the only one that I can think of right now, and the time's ticking, so I apologize if I missed anybody, but right now I've just gotta hurry. As I was growing up, my father was most like a coach, a historian, a preacher, a cheerleader, a judge, a professor, a manager. None of those. More like a student in college. Just kidding. My grandma would always say he's in college, told me every way, but he was actually in prison my whole life. So I don't know what he was more of a free spirit, I guess. I don't know. That's I guess in a nice way. That's all I can really say. If you inherited $200,000 after taxes, what would you do with the money? Oh my gosh! Obviously, I would open a business. I would invest it, and I would get some education. I would educate myself, invest in a business, and buy some land. $200,000 isn't a lot, but that's what I would do: is invest in some land, start a business, maybe invest in some properties, and invest in my education. So that way I could do all the other dreams that I want to do, which would be to take care of my family, my mom, and the children in my family, help my sister, and yeah, that would be my priorities, is my immediate family, which is my mom and my sister, my siblings, my little brother and sister, my sister's children, both of my sister's children, my son, obviously, and yeah, that would be, other than my fiance and my son, my priority would be that my family, my mom and my sister now, because my older sister has passed, and her children, my older sister's children, because she's no longer here, and I just feel that I need to be there for them in a certain way. So obviously that would be something I would want to do. I'm gonna go for another minute or two, and then I'm gonna cut it, because usually right before it gets to 30 minutes it might cut off, and if it cuts off, I'm not gonna make another video. Before I did, and it was like another minute left, and so I just erased the second part, so if it cuts, I'm just gonna be done with it. I'm sorry if I don't say goodbye. I hope you like the video, and I hope you join me again next time. Again, my name is Monique, and I really don't have a set subject yet, but I'm just here making videos until I find a subject, I find what people like, I kind of get my stuff together as far as my equipment. Yeah, I really don't know yet, so I'm just, I don't know, enjoying this time just talking about myself. Describe your pediatrician when you were growing up. What do you remember about those doctor visits? Well, I know his name was Dr. Johnson. I'll never forget that. I don't remember the doctor's visits really, but I do remember his name, obviously, and I remember like years later I did visit him again when I had some sort of, I don't know, pneumonia or something, supposedly, I don't know. Yeah, so like when I was a teenager again, I seen him for pneumonia, but then he stopped his practice. What was your most serious physical injury as a child or a teen? Honestly, I didn't really have anything serious happen. I really didn't have anything happen. Like, my older sister broke her arm. She got hit by a truck. My little sister broke her arm as well. I never broke any bones. I haven't had anything like that. I did have my gallbladder removed, which you guys know, which is pretty common, and yeah, we talked about that. I don't want to get into that either. What was something you really wanted but were not allowed to own as a child or a teenager? What did I really want? I don't know. My eyebrows look funny. What did I really want? Oh my gosh. I always just really wanted a radio for the longest time. I remember that. I bought my own when I worked at Wendy's. My mom wouldn't. She was like, well, I did have a little one that my dad got me, but my mom just couldn't afford it. And she's like, get a job. So I did. I was 13 with the worker's permit at Wendy's. I bought my radio. I wanted it so bad. I don't think there's anything that I really wanted that I didn't get. Except for like wearing makeup and wanting clothes, but my thing's blinking, so I think it's gonna go out. But gonna say goodbye. Have a nice day, you guys, and I can't wait to see you again soon. And if you have any suggestions or anything like that, please leave it below so that I can make a video that you guys will interact with me on. Like, you know, you'll ask questions, you'll respond, anything. And then I'm gonna have my niece on as well, and my fiance. So just any food requests, just anything, please communicate with me. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you later. Okay, bye.